I had a really cool comment that I don't think people talk about as much, at least on YouTube. Cap WB made a comment on one of my videos that said, "What's the reason for investing in physical silver and gold?" And to that, I usually say, there is no reason to invest in silver and gold, because silver and gold, in my opinion, are horrible investments, but they are a store of value, a store of wealth. And I always look at things a little bit different. I look at everything different than most people, it seems like. I like to look at gold and silver as money. This is actual money, not these sheets of paper. And I've berated this point many times. Actually, I was even on Fox Business and talked about that. That was kind of scary. And for Cap WB, I will put in the end screen, I'll put a link to the video where I showed that the Fox Business clip. But this stuff is the money. A lot of people look at gold and silver as a get-rich-quick scheme, or a lottery ticket, or a way to get super rich, and it's, at least in my opinion, it's not. This is where, for me, this is the finish line. You get paid, you take your paycheck, and you cash it, and then you get cash, and people go, well, that's the finish line. All right, I got my money. I'm going to save this money. Whereas I don't. I look at these as coupons. These are sheets of paper. They're worthless. So I take these coupons and I go and I cash them in for money. And this is the money. And the value compared to these sheets of paper goes up and down depending on the value of the dollar and some market conditions. But this is the investment. So like when people take their silver and they go, when silver goes to $100 an ounce, I'm going to sell it all. So that means when silver, a rapidly appreciating asset, goes to $100 an ounce, they're going to invest their money into these sheets of paper, these NFTs, that they believe will go up in value. Or I don't know what they believe about them. They're designed to go down in value actually every year by design. Ben Bernanke even stated that in front of Congress. So I guess I don't think of these as an investment. I mean, if they were an investment, I mean, how good of an investment would they be? I usually think of investment as something that brings in a return or brings me in something. And I think a lot of people, they view this like a stock, where you could buy a stock and it goes up in value, and then you cash out for profit. Whereas I value this as the money. So in retirement, ideally, you could take maybe a couple of these and go to a coin shop, or sell it if it's like got a collectible value. You can sell it to somebody that's looking for that collectible. But in terms of just generic stuff, if you got some silver that you've been stored up, you're storing your money, and you want to go buy some groceries, because obviously you can't eat this, much like you can't eat your 401k or the digits on your phone banking app. You can't eat this, so you need to go buy some groceries. So what you do is you take this generic to a coin shop, and then you get your food stamps. These are food stamps, or whatever, stamps for coupons, or if you were in the military and you're old, it's scrip. So that's what I always think of it. I hope that helps Cap WB, and I think hopefully you're curious about starting to buy gold and silver as a way to protect yourself. But I don't view it as I don't think we're ever going to go back to a gold standard. I don't think we'll ever go into a store and spend 1 ounce of silver for some groceries. I don't think that'll ever happen. I think we will be using digital currency. Whenever these sheets of paper go away, I think it'll be digital. And people that are against central bank digital currencies or against cryptocurrencies, you'll see them in the comments. So crypto's a scam. It's like, well, you already use crypto every day of your life. When you get on your phone and you tap to pay at a grocery store, or you use your debit card, you're using cryptocurrency, because it's not real. It doesn't exist. There's not this many sheets of paper in existence to cover those digits on your phone banking app. So you already use cryptocurrency as it is. So the people that say cryptocurrency is a scam, well, they use it every day. And the people that say you can't eat gold and silver, well, I'll give you this $1 if you eat it. Show me how you eat this. It's a coupon. The you can't eat gold and silver is kind of the dumbest comment anybody could ever make. It's like, no duh. You can't eat sheets of paper, and you can't eat your Vanguard Roth IRA account either. So that's just a nonsensical statement. But if you're looking into getting into gold and silver, I would recommend, even if you're in debt, first of all, you need to be out of debt. But even if you are in debt, to go to a coin shop and buy 2 of the cheapest 1-ounce silver rounds. And I usually recommend specifically rounds and the absolute cheapest because you want to be able to hold them. You don't want something fancy and collectible that you have to, handle with gloves. Buy the cheapest things that you can clank together, because that sound, that frequency, any gold and silver stacker will comment down below and say that sound is intoxicating. And there's something to that frequency. There's something to it. But anyway, hopefully that answers the question. And why or what's the reason for investing in physical gold and silver? In my opinion, there is no reason, because gold and silver is a crappy investment. It is the money. When you sell silver, you're investing in these NFTs, these sheets of paper, these food stamps. This is there's like satanic symbols and crap on this stuff. Why would anybody want to store a whole bunch of that? Anyway, that said, I'm storing a bunch of this so I can convert it into real estate and collectibles. But anyway, that's it. Hopefully you got something out of it. Buy some cheap gold and silver, cheapest you can find, lowest premium, and then you can start going down rabbit holes and buying some collectible stuff. Now this I would consider more of an investment. These could be considered investments because these are worth more than these. Even though they have the exact same amount of silver, this one's actually shinier and prettier than this one, but this one has a little bit of collector value. And so these could be considered a partial investment, but not this. This is just money to me. Let me know what you think. Do you think that silver and gold is a good investment? Do you think we're going to go back to a gold standard? Do you think the US dollar is going to go away and that everybody's going to go to the store and spend these on their groceries? Because I don't think so, but I could be wrong. I'm wrong all the time. I totally admit that. Actually, here's my dime of shame. I bought this this dime that's got about $3 worth of silver in it. I paid 39 bucks for it. Mainly to do it as an experiment, but you can check out that last video. But anyway, in the link right over here, or actually like right here where this dime is, you can click on that box and you can see the Fox interview where I explained that this is not money, this is cabbage, and this is money. Anyway, hopefully you have a great day, and I will see you in the next video. Later. Zoom in on gold.